So I want to mention very quickly that I am now on the full release version, the launch version of Beyond Skyrim Bruma. So this is no longer the press build, this is updated, so it has fixes. So the issues that we had before, the very minor issues that they were, just like the gray face bugs, some of the quests not initiating properly, or the guard not unlocking the door, all of that is fixed now pretty much.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were looking for me.
That's all right, Initiate. I just wanted to ask, how are you faring with your duties?
Not well, the winter is harsh.
Today, I tidied up the Undercroft, prepared the shrines for Sundar's service, scrubbed the floors.
Indeed. That's remarkable. I don't even remember asking you the last one.
Well, it's implied.
I aim to please Priest Neremus, both you and Saint Martin.
Well, you certainly are the most devoted acolyte I've ever seen. I'm sure Saint Martin appreciates your service as much as I. Carry on.
I do want to say that one thing I do like is just their take on what Bruma and Cyrodiil and everything would be like, you know, 200 years after the events of Skyrim. It's...
I'm Galarin, Synod Hopeful.
God, everyone's talking
If you have any cuts or bruises, I'd be happy to practice my restoration on you.
Okay, someone mentioned before that one of the voice actresses sounded a lot like Kalia from Enderal. Yeah, definitely sounds like Kalia.
Hello. The cold nips up here in the mountains, but I've always loved how refreshing it is.
That's absolutely Kalia, or, you know, Kalia's voice actress. How did you end up in Bruma?
Oh, I was born in Bruma. I traveled around Cyrodiil and lived for a few years in Coral, but the mountains and the cold air always called to me. My parents used to say there must have been some Nord blood in our family for me to love the snow so much. There probably isn't, of course. My parents were from High Rock. That's about as Breton as it gets. Too bad they aren't here to see me make the Synod. I think they would have been proud.
Which reminds me that I wanted to mention that there are no guilds in Bruma yet because the guilds will be added in with the full Cyrodiil expansion, with the full Cyrodiil mod. The reason for that is because, obviously, like the older Elder Scrolls games, all of the guilds take place over multiple provinces, so it would be weird to add in the guilds in Bruma and be like, oh, well, just forget about it, you can't go anywhere else just yet. So, you're a mage. Also, the Mages College is gone. Because the Mages College, according to lore, was disbanded after the events of Oblivion. So you're a mage?
Yes, I am. I'm hoping to join the Synod Conclave here in Bruma.
That's one of the replacements for the Mages Guild. What do you specialize in?
Restoration mostly, but I also enjoy alchemy and alteration. Not so big on destruction. I like preserving life, not taking it.
So you're a pacifist. Did something happen to your parents?
They died a while back. Papa got sick, so Mama went out adventuring to try and raise money for a healer.
That's why she became a healer.
Mama never made it back, so Papa never got his healing.
And that's why she's into
I'm
restoration.
not broken up about it anymore. It happened several years ago now. But I do still miss the feeling of family, of being loved, you know? In any case, being a mage of the Synod will help with that. That will be my place to belong.
Alright, well thank you for your time.
See you around.
I'm gonna talk to everyone. Oh, alright, you're praying.
Good afternoon.
How did you become an acolyte of Saint Martin?
To ask me why I became an acolyte of Saint
Oh,
Martin
why, not
is
how.
to ask why thunder strikes, why rain falls, or why the wolf hunts. It is because this is what comes naturally to me.
Being an acolyte of Saint Martin comes naturally to you? I'm just like, okay. It just comes naturally?
You seem confused.
Yeah.
Allow me to explain further. We all follow a path through life. We all desperately attempt to influence it to go a certain way, or lead us to a certain destination. Others desperately attempt to steer it away from a destination. The amount of influence we can exert upon that path varies, but is invariably limited. In many ways, we must all make the most of what life gives us, and adapt to its trials accordingly. Without boring you with specifics, it would be appropriate to say that my life so far has taught me many lessons of sorrow and grief. I have constantly been set back, and my attempts to change my course have always been met with bitter resistance by the winds of life. It is through Saint Martin's example that I truly find my inspiration to become more than I am. It is in this that I am enlightened, and hope to be reborn.
Alright then. I see a
See you
note, so let's
around.
read that. Museum pamphlet. The Hall of the Champion, a museum for the Champion of Cyrodiil, is open every day from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. except on Sundays, when it's closed early at 6 p.m. Come and see the wondrous artifacts of the Champion. Entry is free, while special exclusive tours cost only 20 septims, 10 for children and the elderly. Hall of the Champion. So, we're absolutely going there. Visit the Hall of the Champion. Yeah, you're goddamn right I'm gonna go to the Hall of the Champion. That's a nice touch.
Can I
I
help
like
you?
that. Oh, let's talk to the priest.
Greetings, stranger. Have you come to hear the gospel of Saint Martin?
Saint Martin.
Yes, Saint Martin. Have you heard the tale of how Martin Septim ascended to sainthood? If not, perhaps that would be a good place to begin.
I do think that's, I mean, that's fitting. That's fitting that Martin Septim would have become a saint, or would have been ascended in some way because of the fact that he's like, okay, yeah, he ended the Oblivion Crisis, obviously with the help of the Champion of Cyrodiil, but it wouldn't have happened without Martin, without his Septim bloodline, yada yada yada. Do you mean Martin Septim?
Yes, Martin Septim. Are you familiar with his story? Perhaps you would like to hear it.
I mean, it's almost similar in some ways to how, you know, Talos became a divine. Tell me the story.
Saint Martin had humble beginnings as a priest of Akatosh in the city of Kvatch. When Daedra overran the city during the Oblivion Crisis, Martin led the people to refuge in the chapel. The fabled Champion of Cyrodiil came to rescue him and told him the shocking news that he was the son of the Emperor.
The bastard son.
This came as a surprise to him, but it gave him new purpose after his home was destroyed. Along with the Champion and the Blades, Martin designed and executed a plan to undermine the efforts of Mehrunes Dagon and his servants, Mankar Cameron and the Mythic Dawn cult. There was a great battle here in Bruma as the Great Gate was opened to secure an artifact of immense power for Martin's plan. Finally, the Champion under Martin's guidance slew Mankar Cameron as the Imperial City came under a great Daedric siege. It appeared all was lost, but Martin shattered the Amulet of Kings in the Temple of the One, transforming into a huge flaming avatar of Akatosh. In this form, he defeated the manifestation of Mehrunes Dagon in an epic, glorious duel.
It was pretty cool.
This broke the siege of the Imperial City, restored the war between Tamriel and Oblivion, and ended the Oblivion Crisis.
I would say that deserves becoming a saint, yeah. Oh, you have stuff for sale? What is the message of the Chapel of Saint Martin?
Our message? Our message is one of aspiration. The followers of Saint Martin must aspire to be more than they are, to rise above their current place in the world and become something greater. In Martin's case, this meant rising from a humble priest to savior of the world. In more common cases, this could mean many different things. Rising above greed, evil, temptation, poverty. This is the power of Saint Martin and his holy word.
Alright, I like it. What do you have for sale, just out of curiosity?
Restoratives. The Chapel of the Divines in Cyrodiil will never turn a blind eye to those in need.
Cheap wine, brass topaz ring. I think you can find topaz and... or, not topaz, I think you can find... well, I guess you would find topaz as well. I think you can find brass, copper, and the other materials added. You know, it's what you see in gear and stuff, just randomly through the game, like ore deposits and stuff, which I like. Assuming that you can find them, because I haven't seen them yet. Rice bread, I'll take that. Listen, I like
See you
food
around.
in video games. I'll take any food I see in any video game. Now, I saw the Count in here, the Viscount. He may have left. What's your story? Are you Thalmor? It's a little bit racist to me, but are you Thalmor?
Do these rags look like Thalmor robes to you? Seems like everyone looks at an Altmer and sees Thalmor. It's attitudes like this that brought this refugee camp into being. Think on that.
This is a church. What's your story?
I came here from Skyrim. Everything was fine for the most part. although the Nords were never particularly fond of us. Then the Great War happened, and then the White Gold Concordat happened. We were assaulted,
Oh,
beaten
who's
and
pushing me?
abused by the Nords, even by city guards sometimes. We couldn't live a normal life anymore. So my family and I fled. We came to Cyrodiil, and, as it turns out, we weren't the only victims of the Nords' bullheadedness. Eventually, this little slum was established, and we gained a new home.
I have to go check out the slum now.
I still hope to return to Skyrim someday, but that isn't likely to happen anytime soon. Not with the uproar over the White Gold Concordat. The Nords don't trust elves anymore, especially Altmer. Why did the Thalmor have to ruin everything for the rest of us?
I will say, if you think that things are bad in Skyrim, and people there are mad about the White Gold Concordat, I think people would be a little bit angry in Cyrodiil, you know. Home of the Empire, all that stuff. That's another priest.
What is it?
Oh, no, that's the same one. I didn't see him
See.
from... I didn't see his face, so I didn't realize he was an elf. Okay, I guess the Count left. We'll go talk to him later. Oh, completed. Welcome to Cyrodiil. Yep, that quest does update now, which it didn't originally. So it was just one of those things that was not updated, or not updated. It just was one of those things that wasn't working completely in the press build. Now it is. Visit Bruma, visit the Hall of the Champion. So where is the Hall of the Champion? Hall of the Champion, and then the other is just visit Bruma. Here I am, Bruma. If there's any times where I just kind of get quiet, it's because I'm listening to the music. Because it's beautiful, and I love it.
Weary of the whispers, why not go somewhere more agreeable?
Okay, so I don't know if the marker goes away, so I'll just unmark visit Bruma for now.
Splendid's boutique of magical wonders.
I hear someone talking. Listen, I just want to talk to everyone. It might take me forever, but I want to talk to everyone without breaking into people's homes necessarily. So we have this rock with an Imperial flag on it. Okay.
Rosada the Resplendent invites you to his boutique of magical wonders.
Oh, is he like a town crier? Oh no, never mind. It wasn't him talking.
Spare a coin for an old veteran.
What's the word around town?
I've heard a thing or two, but it's going to cost you.
Oh. I have his journal. That was one of the dialogue options. I remember his name now. Cyrodiil the Stagnant. This should cover it.
Haha, yes, that's what I like. Thank you. Heard that Dunmer lady, Alamu, is having some trouble. Something about a missing heirloom.
You're a veteran?
Aye, that I am. Fought in the Great War against the Dominion. I lost my weapon, lost my sight, and lost my freedom. Can't do much now on account of my eye. If only I had an extra septum to help me buy a loaf of bread.
I just gave you 5. Calm down there. Well, I found your journal. Here you go.
Thank you, traveler. I can never thank you enough. I'm a beggar. I can't reward you with riches or wealth, but hopefully I can give you something just as good.
He just kisses
Let
me.
me teach you a thing or two about sword fighting.
Okay, fine.
Blocking, that sort of thing. And take this, an old keepsake of mine.
That's much better than him kissing me. Journal removed. Oh. Okay, it's not going to tell me what he gave me. What's the heirloom? I want to know what it is. Okay, never mind.
Talk to you later.
I want that heirloom, damn it. We're not heirloom, keepsake. The other lady had the heirloom.
Within the walls, we'll keep you safe. Outside, watch your back.
Okay, so lip sync isn't
We've been having problems with smugglers lately.
working for some
you hear
people.
anything about it, you go straight to the guard captain. Can I help you?
Okay, then it worked. That time it worked. So, Hall of the Champion. Let's get to it. And talk to everyone else on the way as well.
Rosada the Resplendent.
Oh, that's him!
Enchanter extraordinaire, illusionist incredible, restorer remarkable, and destructor distinguished. At your service.
And one thing I'll say, not that I recognize this guy's voice, but I've just recognized some other people's voices in general. It's cool to see, or in this case to hear, some voice actors from other mods being a part of this as well. I don't know why, I just like that people are not necessarily staying within the community, but people are a bit involved in the community. I like it. I'd like to see your unique enchanted items.
Of course. Excellent. Well, I have 5 fabulous unique items in stock at the moment. The first is the wooden staff of awesome conflagration, which summons a tremendous fiery inferno at your target location. Extremely dangerous.
I don't know how much I trust this guy.
The second is the scepter of frosty entombment, which is truly a unique frost staff. It will trap your target in a block of ice for 10 minutes.
I don't really believe him.
The third is the blade of prepotence, which causes your target, any target at all, to shrink, becoming supremely weak and vulnerable. Fourth is the Staff of Titan Summoning, which summons a mighty Daedric Titan at your target location. It will demolish all in its way. Fifth is the Rod of Potency, which will certainly bring great pleasure. That I can guarantee.
I have my own Rod of
So,
Potency.
which will it be?
I don't need yours. Don't give me your rod. Oh, God. I can buy them. You know what? I'm gonna buy something from him just to see what happens. I'll take the Rod of Potency.
Your mistress can thank me later.
Alright, let's see. It's gonna be a dildo, isn't it? I also don't know what it would be under. Brings great pleasure. Oh no.
Your loss, but do reconsider.
Well, maybe I shouldn't test it on him. You know what? No, I'm not gonna test it on him. I just feel like that's a bad idea. Let me browse your standard inventory.
Ah, well, they are regrettably significantly more banal than my exceptional unique items. I do keep a stock of some more pedestrian magical goods.
What if he wasn't lying? What if all of those items did exactly what they said they did? Oh, I can't see the model for the glass staff. It's just not loading. 5,000 gold. Do I want to spend 5,000 gold just to see what the model looks like? Nah, I'll do it later. Master Robes of Destruction. Okay. You have any work that needs doing?
Yes, indeed. To my great regret, a few scalawags here in Bruma appear to have not paid their bills for their enchanted weapons from Rosada. I am beside myself with angst about this, as you can no doubt imagine. So, my fair and, might I say, rather imposing friend,
Yay!
if you would be willing to speak to these scoundrels and acquire my warranted compensation, I would be most obliged.
Sure thing.
Excellent! Allow me to arm you with more knowledge of the aforementioned mischief makers. You'll need to speak with Roland Wickert, the young chap at the Synod Conclave here in Bruma. Stantis Valeria is the second of these reprobates, the owner of the Geraldview Tavern. The third is Stable Master Ila the Upright. Clearly the title was given rather than deserved.
Oh, I met her!
Do this for me, and I shall bestow coin upon you for each, and a truly copious recompense indeed once all 3 mischief makers are dealt with.
Why hawk your wares in Bruma?
Bruma is the last bastion of Imperial land before the border and the harsh ravages and independent college of Skyrim. Those poor souls who find themselves overcome with vexation at the shockingly bureaucratic nature of Cyrodiil's key magical institutions, well, they tend to, peregrinate to Skyrim. When the Imperial Border Guards halt them at the selvage, so to speak, they lodge in Bruma. Thusly, my wares are in great demand.
Well, you only had 1 Rod of Pleasure, so I don't think they're in that great demand. Are you with the Synod or College of Whispers? Oh yeah, so I believe there are to be 2 different mages groups, essentially, in Cyrodiil. The Synod and the College of Whispers.
Why, of course not. No self-respecting mage joins those scurrilous syndicates. Oh, my friend, I'm strictly independent. That's what allows me to cut out the bumbledom and bring you only straightforward sortilege.
I love the words he uses. It's fantastic. Do you have a house? Or a bed? Are you just homeless?
What an intriguing inquest. I do indeed have a bed. Well, a bedroll.
Uh-huh.
I do not own property in Bruma, for the city is full, and I am somewhat of a latecomer.
You can get a home in the mod.
And not being registered to any property grants the Synod and College of Whispers less opportunity to persecute, hound, maltreat, and, molest me.
Ugh.
As they are wont to do.
I don't know how much I believe that. I don't think anyone's going around molesting you, sir. Alright, I don't want to use the rod on an NPC because I feel like that could go badly. Not knowing what it does. So that's the Fighters Guild. I'm gonna assume this is the Synod. It is, alright. So I'm sure I can go into them. Oh, look at his banner. That is beautiful. I'm sure I could go in. It's just a matter of if there's anything or anyone in there. I'm sure there's people I can talk to. They just won't do anything.
Tilia, Master Alterationist of the Synod here in Bruma at your service.
Hello there.
Good to see you again, friend. What can Ololentius do for you?
I do like the new style of robes. It's very nicely done. What happens here in Bruma Conclave?
Not very much, truth be told. Cadius can tell you the official jargon better than I, but suffice it to say, we're quite comfortable and provide a much-needed, if thankless, service. We are the face of the Synod, you see. Our presence here in Bruma gets magic into the psyche of the common man. Surely that could only be a good thing.
Well, what are your thoughts on the College of Whispers? That I'm curious about. I'm curious what the... I don't know, what they think of each other.
They're another organization similar to ours. Sadly, we're not on good terms. Sometimes I wonder to myself if it would be better to just form an alliance with them. But then I remember such talk will get me kicked out of the Synod, and then I shut my mouth. And speaking of shutting my mouth...
You're certainly cheery.
Why shouldn't I be? I'm in the cosmopolitan heartland of the Empire, working in a Synod conclave with warm hearth and good pay.
This is the
What more could I
cosmopolitan
ask
heartland? Why don't you sell any spells?
That, well, I could, but I can't.
Care to elaborate?
Well, I know advanced spells, but I'm not authorized to teach them. Rules from on high. We're not allowed to teach magic to anyone who hasn't proven themselves responsible enough to handle it. And by that, they mean anyone who isn't a high-ranking member of the Synod.
Alright. I mean, I could ask what an alterationist does, but maybe later. And if the lighting looks different at all, it's because I did change my load order slightly so that Climates of Tamriel loads after Bruma. That way, all the lighting effects from Climates of Tamriel are applied to the mod.
Please, sir. Just one septim.
Alright, maybe later, buddy.
Farewell.
Maybe later. I'm just looking for the Hall of the Champion. Wherever it is. Well, because they said there's artifacts. I wonder if I can steal the artifacts. I wonder if I can somehow earn them. Hello, Gort.
My weapon wants a temperin'. Things want to kill him. Fetch me 3 iron ingots to temper my weapon and my book of killin' so I know who needs killin'. Then I'll give you gold.
Do you always greet people this way?
Only when my weapon wants a temperin' and things want a killin'.
Fair enough. Consider it done.
Good. My killin' arm's itching to do more killin'.
Alright. I am going to quickly lower the music just a bit because it's louder than I would usually have it, and I just want to be able to hear voices a bit more. Hello? Oh, this is the Hall of the Champion? Oh, come on.
Hello?
He did all these things for you,
Can I help you?
and this is all you have for him. This is it.
Excuse me, but have you ever heard of the champion of Cyrodiil?
It's just this guy's basement, isn't it? He's gonna be like, oh, come to the museum, it's in my basement, and he's not gonna have anything. He's gonna have like a spoon and be like, this, you know, the champion used the spoon one time to drink soup. Of course, the champion aided Martin in saving the world from Mehrunes Dagon.
Yes, indeed. And my great, well, anyway, my very, very distant grandfather. He fought alongside the champion.
Wait,
he
he
was
did?
at the Battle of Bruma. He was the captain of the guard, no less.
How interesting.
The champion is my inspiration, second only to Captain Bird. You know, the distant relative. I have a very large collection of Champion of Cyrodiil artifacts. My pride and joy, and I always want to expand it.
Oh, he wants me to collect
Perhaps
for him.
one day you'll aid me in that pursuit, huh? But that day isn't today. I need to track down another artifact first. Anyway, thank you for your time, and sorry for approaching you so abruptly. Sometimes my passion for the champion can carry me away. Sorry again.
Alright.
Oh, I almost forgot. If you're interested, come to my house. I have a fantastic Champion of Cyrodiil museum tour available.
Yep, literally just his
Beautiful
house.
Champion of Cyrodiil artifacts. Come, check it out when you can.
Hello.
And here I was, hoping that, you know, everyone had maybe
What
paid
is
their
it?
respects to the champion, that they were going to create their own museum for him, but no, it's never that simple.
To fail at a simple job like that. No way it was just a coincidence. It must have been. Oh, hello. What are you looking at?
Here, this
Speak.
is what I've made thus far. Are you satisfied?
I've said it before, but I love the
Nars,
new takes on the
Nars,
armor.
Nars.
What were you mumbling about?
This doesn't even begin.
That's
to
none of
cover
you.
my silence.
I suppose there's no
Ventior,
harm in
you
telling
can't-
me now. Who knows?
Ah, my friend.
Maybe you'll be able to help.
Better watch that.
I'm a
temper of
mercenary.
yours.
Been one for
You
years
wouldn't want
now,
me to go
and
blabbing
I don't
to
often
that
fail a
Thalmor
job.
freak about your little
But this
secret.
last time,
Now,
I
would you?
did fail, but not through any fault of my own.
That's what I thought.
Let me guess, you need a hero to save the day.
Cut out the sarcasm.
Yes.
I don't appreciate it.
Well, I get paid in
If you wanna help
sarcasm.
me, if you want the honor of working by my
that
side,
now.
then you should at
Time's
least
up.
exercise respect.
You said it's a simple
I've been
job.
hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of bandits
Now
near
move
Bruma.
along. I got
Up for some
customers.
nice coin too. My wife came with me. We're battle partners.
Oh no, she's dead.
Things were going well until we were ambushed. Bandit reinforcements showed up out of nowhere, flanking us the way we came. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. They left with my wife and left me to die. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. All of them, including my wife.
That's not
I've
good.
been searching for her damn near a whole year now. No success.
That's not good. Alright, I'll help. Yeah, I'll find his wife.
Praise Malakath. Once you turn up something solid, let me know. I'll be here. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
Ugly Love. Oh, I like the quest name. Alright, so... Oh! Completed Visit Bruma. Well, let me see what I have to do. Collect payment, collect payment, collect payment. Visit the Hall of the Champion. Search for the missing horse, kill the marauding bandits, and return the blade to Area Snowfist. Gather Motherwort. Give Avar's letter to Hulgard. I need to wait for morning for that, because that's at the blacksmith, and I wanted to go to the blacksmith anyway, so... Let's do that. So, 11 p.m., let's just wait. 11 hours, 10 a.m. Oh, we have a bit of a market right here, I just noticed. As I stand here all night, I just noticed the market stands. Stalls, words, whatever. Oh, hey there. How you doing? Just popped on out. Ooh. Oh, look at her armor. Not armor, but... Oh, I guess that would be leather armor. It's really nice looking. The clothes are fantastic. I love the clothes. And the guard armor as well. Everything's just very nicely designed. Game lagged for a split second. I was like, oh! Game, please don't crash. I've had enough of that. There he is. Hi there, fine sir. I met your brother in Snowstone Rest. He's fled the province.
What? And what's that there?
A letter he wrote for you. Here.
I see. Cutters, huh? I swear, those damned bandits are getting bolder and bolder. They'll rule the entire county soon. Here. Have this. A little bit of coin. Least I can do. Here's hoping Avar can return here in time.
Ooh, 750. That's not bad. Oh, Alright, nothing's happening. So let me just exit out of that. How's business? Is he not going to sell me anything?
Relatively good, as of late, I'd say. Hostilities are boiling under the surface here in Cyrodiil. Have been for a while. No one dares make the first move, but everyone's waiting for it with bated breath. That means they're arming themselves in preparation for rainy days to come. And that means customers for blacksmiths such as myself. Not to sound like a war profiteer, of course.
Why would people be arming themselves if no one is making a move?
Sure, they're not walking around in armor with swords in their scabbards all the time. But people are keeping a weapon handy a lot more these days. Never know when you'll need to defend yourself from a party of Dalmor justiciars. Don't tell Armin I said that.
I won't, you're fine.
They know a storm is on the horizon, and soon enough there, all of our lives are about to become a lot more dangerous. They want to be prepared.
Alright, so I guess he just doesn't sell anything.
See you around?
I'll see you.